How does a +2 golfer train in the gym? Today I'm going to be taking you along to Move 360 with my physio to show you exactly what I'm doing week in, week out to prepare for the golf season. So we're a little bit early. I'm just sat in my car outside with a very wide array of golf equipment in the back. You can tell it's just been launch season. My car is full of gear. But I just want to chat through why it is I'm going to see a physio specifically. Maybe some people might think I'd go and see a strength coach instead. And that's because actually I've been struggling with loads of injuries recently. And it's just been something I haven't really been able to clear up on myself. So I decided to go see the guys at Move 360 just because they have a really strong background, specifically in sports rehabilitation. And I wanted to do something that was like helping my injuries, but also helping my golf performance. So we're going to look at some specific movements you can do to kind of work on the mobility and strengthening those areas. And then we're also going to look at some key moves that you can do to increase your power and also increase your strength, which will hopefully help with club head speed and performance on the golf course. So let's go meet my physio, Jack Bose, and get into it. Okay, we're in the gym. This is Jack Bose, who is my physio, and how would you describe it really? Strength coach?
Physiotherapist at Move Physiotherapy. We are a clinic based in Harrogate, North Yorkshire, but we specialise in majority of rehab from a longevity perspective. So we'll work with people who primarily 12 weeks, the 36 weeks is max, but from a performance perspective, my passion is always golf.
So Jack basically works on anything to do with like my rehab and anything I do in the gym currently. Mainly because I was really struggling with injuries. That's how I found these guys. I have like a history of a bad like neck and shoulder from when a mini was thrown to the back of me. So obviously when in golf you kind of got to hold the club out like above your head, like a lot of it's an overhead spot. So that's not ideal, and it's been causing me a lot of aggro, especially when I travel. And then I've been struggling a bit with like stuckness, like pain in the back of my hips. So those were like the key reasons why I initially came in, but obviously like my golf performance is really important to me.
Yeah.
So we've like combined that. So it's not just about rehab and being pain free, it's also about how I can perform best on my golf course.
Once we got the testing out of the way, we found out actually a lot of it was quite simple, and a lot of the restriction you have is the most common things we'll see. It's just a case of following a very structured plan for the next 6 months, moving in from winter, going into the spring, going into summer. And yeah, one of the main focuses today is just building in a little bit more focus around the power-based stuff. And then the focus then is just making sure that we're staying on top of what we found with the testing, which again, I won't disclose, but
you can disclose, it's fine. So you might have seen if you follow me on Instagram, we did some real fun testing where I had to put my head in some sort of weird entrapment so we could actually test my neck strength. And it turned out basically that I was really weak in like 3 of the directions.
You were nowhere near where I wanted you to be from a general population. So that was the easiest stuff that we needed to clean up. When we retested it, those boundaries come a lot shorter. No issues there in particular. When we rehabbed it, it wasn't hard. It was weird, like just banded work and just working on isometric strength. But in reality, it was just being consistent, showing up, ticking the boxes. And then from there, then we've had the kind of the freedom, we've earned the right to start adding in more explosive, more rotational based movements that link to the sport, which can cross over to the performance. So
okay, so today we're going to run through my typical Wednesday workout. Okay, first exercise.
Yeah. So I'm going to focus on the pelvic tilts and the ribcage first. So, with your background and history with the neck and the hips, first thing I want to do is just get things sinking. So what we're going to focus on primarily is just get the ribcage and the pelvic sink. So we go slight bend in the knees. Focus on primarily pelvic tilts. I'm going to put my hand there just to get a gauge of my hand. So let's go pelvic tilts. So move you back away from the hand. So it's an anterior tilt. Good. And then down towards the knee posterior. Good. So what I'm going to do again, anterior tilt, hand away, hands over the head. That's the inhale. So imagine you go to the sky, and you go to the floor. To the sky, to the floor. There we go. Simplicity is key here. And back down. Good. Now take the hips out of it. Just be a little bit more specific with the neck. We'll move to the seated rows. So with this one, primary thing that we're thinking about is nice flex position. I don't mind if you keep your legs straight, whatever's more comfortable for you. We're going to let the back pull you, chin towards your chest, let your kind of upper back round. And then as you exhale, you can just drive the back towards you like a seated row. So you just drive the elbows back, open up that thoracic spine, open up that chest. Make sure the breathing is where it is, just to make sure everything sinks again. Like I said, that's the primary focus on the warm up, just getting everything to sink up and move. Back down.
Why is the breathing so important when you do stuff like this?
So, from a breathing perspective, one, we want the ribcage to move in the ways that we want to with this movement. So if I'm going to a row and you breathe in on the way down, ribcage flares, goes up. It's going to pretty much contract everywhere through the back of the neck. Opposite way, if we're going that way, I want everything through the back to lengthen and relax. So we want the ribcage to compress, get out of the way, open up space for the back of your neck and the back of your ribcage, and then you can drive through with a nice inhale. So you can imagine when you're doing the pelvic tilts, for example, if I'm gonna, or even a toe touch, if you're going down and you're bracing and there's a flare, contract, I kind of want everything just to stabilize and relax. The movement quality is also going to be better if we can move with the ribcage that's a little bit more relaxed. It's stiff and rigid, you've got to move that for a lot. Generally, it's going to put your neck and your back into play, and I think that's the combination of why your shoulders have become the way they have. Like your shoulders do a lot more work than they should. Ribcage gets really stiff. It's most common things in golfers because everyone braces with the ball. You know where the ball's. I typically go where the ball's going to go. But a lot of the time, it's just trying to find the balance of getting things to sink because you don't want it to be conscious. You don't need to think about your breathing. The more you do it, the nervous system understands it's a safe zone to just let things relax, as it doesn't see things as threats. When in reality, especially as they come into the in-season for you now, the last thing I want for you is going into 2 to 3 rounds of golf or filming videos, whatever it is, and actually go tighter than you should be. Yeah. I don't want that. I need
so you're saying I can blame my bad golf shots on bad breathing?
I'm going to blame it on stress. We'll link breathing with stress. If you're stressed, then yeah, fine. So the different hinge is a really good exercise that we use just to kind of teach you how to hinge more properly. So if you can hinge with good control, you get to hit the external rotation better. The glutes lengthen as opposed to moving stiff. So again, I'm linking it to golf. When we go to this position here, the knees are come close to the center of the body, which means that we're in hip rotation. You're never going to want that position. You're not going to want this in hip rotation. We don't want this contracting.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Well, we don't want them contracting. We want them lengthening.
Yeah.
For us, the primary focus is again injury prevention. Don't want to get injured. So the main thing is we go to hip rotation. So you should lengthen. You should relax. You should decelerate the movement. That then allows us to propel forward as we transfer through that way. What we don't want is these guys switched on, contracted, tired, and before you know it, you really use your upper back, your neck, and your arms to swing, or use your back, which is where you would see a lot of trick extension.
Because when we did the hip test, I had really bad internal rotation.
Yeah.
So this would be something that helped work on that.
Absolutely. It's my absolute go-to. People do this well. It doesn't need to be the wedge, but this hinge position is my absolute go-to. So we're going to go right leg and in for the left. So your actual foot's going to be a little bit more clean. So you're going to get on the side start, okay? So heels up in the air for me. Your weight is going to want to go to the back of your thumb, which should be here. So I want to work on your balance a little bit more than as opposed to someone else. When I'm watching this hinge, what I don't want to see is that if you go forward, I don't want to see the opposite hip. I want to see just this hip, and I want to see this bit getting bigger, which means it's lengthening, right? So I'm going to get you to think about as you're coming into that movement, you're actually closing that space. So this glute gets bigger, I don't see the hip, and all we're thinking about is the hinge from the upper back. Well, pretty much the hip only. I don't want the legs to move at all. And again, for you with the soul and your kind of professionalism, I want to work on balance. I want to work on good control. So, chest is going to feel as if it's just rotating over that left leg a little bit for me. Relax this back leg. We're going to go 80% here, 20% here. And all we're going to focus on is that chest just falling over your toes. And I want you to feel as if that left glute is getting bigger. So I can see that right hip a little too much. So I might get you just think about doing this slightly. Good. And now just make sure that you're listening. Are you inhaling or are you exhaling?
I'm just thinking about all the things I need to do right.
I want you to breathe out here because I want everything from the back to lengthen and relax. I don't want it to contract away. So, nice exhale through the mouth. Yeah, really good. Nice. Really good. Just do 3 more on that thing.
This looks like such an easy front back, literally.
It's not easy. People do this wrong all the time. So most people struggle with back pain, with hinging all the time. Clean this up. Often you can actually feel what it should feel like. Good.
Yeah, this has helped my ankles to go to running and stuff as well.
Yeah.
My ankles used to really hurt when I run, but they haven't.
Yeah.
As much as we do.
Good. Good. Let's go right leg on the left. Same thing. So this would be interesting. This is where I expect you to have better visualization. Yeah. But you probably don't. Right. So heels high. And you see automatically the first thing you do, come back up. Your center of gravity changes, like your back leg wants to come wider, because your brain sees this as a threat. It's not a threat, you're not going to hurt yourself, your brain thinks it's something you need to think about. So keep it really relaxed, 20% here, 80% here. Close the space, so we're going to go off your way, sorry. Good. And then just let that exhale control the motion. And if you look at the shape of that leg, that's perfect. And another thing with it is, the reason the foot is high is because I want kind of the calf and the hamstring to co-contract. So again, I want the knee to know that there's a support system around it. A happy knee often leads to a happy hip. So if you can get everyone doing their job around the knee, you generally have a hip that could do less. So another main thing that we want to work on is kind of asymmetry. We want to work on left versus right. I'm not going to just get you doing kind of squats or goblet squats with both legs. I think the primary focus for you, what we're trying to do testing week is one side being really good. The biggest thing that we're going to work on is not too much of the hinge that we looked at in the second, more of kind of squat. Okay? So the main focus here is foot pressure. I don't care about anything else. You think about foot pressure, your body will follow. When we're coming down, I want the weight to be more kind of back of the foot here, so then it gives us options to push through the front of the foot to come back. Good. Now you see how your knee wants to straighten here? Yeah. That needs to finish there. Okay. If it finishes there, you've used your back. If it stays there, I know that you've probably used your quads. Good. Propel forward. Oh, yeah. So your harder it is, but also you get more of that kind of shaking. Again, we're creating co-contractions. Muscles around the knee are understanding they've got a job to do. Ultimately means that we don't have any reason to use the back. And your neck, which is another thing you're going to want to use a lot. 2 more. There's the creaky knees. 1 more. Easy. Good. Let's have a look at this right side. Controlling the same focus here. Drive, drive, drive. Nice. Yeah. Awesome. Nice. 6 more.
6 more.
Biggest thing that golfers need to ensure what's in their plan. You can't do a drop jump, you're not safe to do so. Don't do it. There's a lot of different options. But for you, the biggest thing we need to focus on is just a single leg kind of landing, but much more of an efficient jump. So I'm going to drop here, land, and stick. Okay? Power is a massive thing for golfers. Incorporating this with a movement that's very much vertical is, again, it builds a lot more confidence from using your quads, using your calves, elasticity in the tendons, healthy knees, healthy hips.
That would be something people don't think about. I always think about building muscle. But then, because golf's such a quick move, like, you're actually after 5 tendons quite quickly.
Absolutely right. It doesn't have to be you doing a drop jump, it could just be you actually just working on like a jump. Yeah. It could just be you working on like a hop and just build confidence there. It doesn't matter. It just needs to be simple. Step forward, land, slow. Beautiful. So, ready when you are. Same focus. Let's see if you remember what I said. Yeah, good. Okay. Big stiff landing, nice and powerful. Let's go. Yeah. Good. Good. Last one.
Oh, I can feel it's hard now I've done that.
Yeah. And there's 2 more sets to go after that. Oh, there we go. Now, because the band's going to do quite a lot of work here, I just pretty much, care about that control on the way down. And the reason we're going neutral for you, Hannah, more than kind of the open grip and kind of the reverse grip using biceps, is again just trying to keep things as neutral as possible. The biggest thing that we saw with you in your shoulder testing was that lack of kind of range of movement in internal rotation. So the last thing we want to do is put you in positions where we don't have that joint freedom and your neck's going to just want to grind and kick in and want to work a little bit harder. So do 2 more reps. I think that's really good. Good. Nice.
So why would quads be good in general for golfers?
It's just upper body power. I mean, from a field perspective, you're always going to struggle to find a lot of exercise selections you can build off progress with. I think chin-ups, neutral grip pull-ups or pull-ups are a good option just to work on that kind of upper body scapular control and power and strength, where you can use bands to make it easier, or the machines, to the point where in reality, I'd love you to be able to do between 5 to 10 in your own body weight.
Yeah.
That's a KPI that we would absolutely love people to be able to achieve, male and female, doesn't matter. Right, 6 to 8 reps, if you've got 10 in you, as long as you can control it with good control, that's all I care about. Nice. And again, the focus of this exercise has a big relationship with what I want with the ribcage. If your scapula can move on a ribcage, it's a lot more mobile. Generally, the shoulder will move better, and again, the spine and the neck will have to do a little bit less. That's it. Keep working. And the physical coaches I always forget how many reps you've got. So you have to tell me 6. I believe you do 6. Good. Nice. So finish off core work. I'm going to focus a little bit more on rotation just for this segment, just to ensure you've got a little bit in your hand. And bed ball stands. This base is perfect for it because they're going around. But in terms of the power press, I'm going to start you off with more of a split stand position. This leg getting closer is a little bit easier to control where the weight needs to be. So the biggest focus for me is keeping the arms straight throughout, with a control through that left and then controlling the majority of that movement. Arms being straight means I get that general core bracing anyway, and then we just focus on that weight and drive back. So arms stays nice and straight, similar to what you do with golf swing. Weight through this lead leg 80%, 20%. Control the weight, feel as if you're actually getting your chest facing me when you come back towards me, and then your chest facing towards that bike. Lovely, good. Good. And again, kind of, when we work on your right leg here, you'll see how that will interact with the back swing, loading into that back a little better. And then also just respecting the core a little bit, just ensuring that they're following that sequence. So imagine this is me going to the back swing, feel as if that weight's not pulling that way, you'll be staring through that glute. You can then pull forward. And I bet you find this one harder than the left.
Yeah, that feels weird.
Yeah. Nice. Good. And what I want to feel is you go to your right, you feel it in your glute. As you come towards me, you might feel a little bit more in that right groin and a little bit within the core muscles on that left side. So a level stand, very self-explanatory, all the toes. Okay, 5 reps in total, each one on more so than the other. Through the toes, drive, triple extension, drive down. Beautiful, love it. There we go. Last one. Lovely.
Okay, so that's an insight into one of the 5 goal-specific workouts I have from the guys here at Move. If you're more interested in finding out what they do here, looking at programs for yourself, I will put their Instagram links for Jack on this side and for actual Move on this side, so you can go check it out. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you want to see any of the other 5 workouts, or if you have any other specific questions, maybe you want something on mobility, more strength, we can look at it another time.